Hi, welcome to the third lesson in C++. This time we're going to be learning how to get input from our user by using cin. So, how to use cin? The first very important thing that you must always do is to tell the user before they input whatever they are going to, whatever you want, whatever information you're asking them for. So, if you want their name, you have to tell them. You have to use a cout to tell them that you're asking for their name. Same thing with their address, their phone number, or any other information you're asking from them. You first have to announce exactly what you're asking for. Then, how to actually use the cin? You write cin and the opposite symbols, so from the other direction than the ones we usually use for cout, and then whatever variable you want to store their input in. So in this case, we're storing the input in a variable called height. But remember, it's very important that to store anything in that variable, you must first have to have announced that variable, as you can see over here. So a really good thing about cin is that you can ask for multiple things using the same line. So in this example over here, you can see that. So they ask for both the height and the weight by using the same cin. So how the user is going to see that is a bit different. So they're going to first input their height, and then they can either press space or enter, and then they're going to input their weight. But that presents an issue, because for example, what if you want to get your user's full name? That means that you need that space in between. That space in between can't be ignored. So there's another way of doing it. Use something called getLine, and to use getLine, you use getLine, a parenthesis, cin, comma, and whatever variable name you're using. As you can see over here, they're using getLine, cin, and the variable name in this case is name. So it has been announced over here previously. So string name. Now let me show you guys an example of how to do this. So in this case over here, I already inputted everything that you have to put in any program. So include iostream, countout.h, using namespace sd are the first function, so void main, and the getch. So it's already ready over here. So the first thing that we want to do is choose how we're going to ask for our user. So let's suppose we want to find their address and their apartment number, for example. So the address usually has spaces in between, so we must use getLine for that. So let's first store in a string the address. So string address. Now, a very important thing when we're using string is that we must declare it in the beginning together with the iostream and the countout.h. So count include string. Simple as that. Then we can go on. So we tell our user what we're going to want from them. So cout, input your address. Now we actually ask for the input of the user. So getLine, then a parenthesis, then you write cin, comma, and the name of whatever variable you're storing it in. In this case, we're storing it in the variable called address. So write address. Now, the next thing we want to ask of our user is their apartment number. So we declare the variable we will be storing it in. So it's an int. We tell the user what we're going to be asking them for. So cout, input your apartment number. So in this case, we can simply use a cin. We don't have to use a getLine again because we don't expect a space in our answer. So cin, where we're storing it. So in this case, apartment, that's the variable we're storing it in. And now, just to show if we were able to get these two different answers or not, let's do a cout that displays all of them. in a full sentence. So your address is then we put the address that we received from them, and your apartment number is, and then we input the apartment number that they inputted to us. Now let's run and see how it works. So my address, let's suppose it is Candy Boulevard. And my apartment number is 123. So your address is Candy Boulevard and your apartment number is 123. So thank you for seeing this lesson and have a nice day.